Hey guys, welcome back to episode 8 of MCEternal, the space race. I've been doing some crafting. We've got our 3 terminals that we need to actually start using this. I had to go beneath and mine some more Certus. And also, as a tip, charged Certus Quartz turns into charged Certus Quartz dust, which is useless. Yeah, so I have to go get more and not charge it all up. So, with our interface terminal, once we put this somewhere on here, and where am I going to want to craft from? Most likely, we'll say here. That's the wrong one. That is the interface terminal. Well, we're off to a good start. That back there. Crafting terminal. Hey, there we go. Now, we can put stuff in here. And we have stuff in here. We look in here. This is holding one of 63 types, which apparently takes 9 bytes. That's interesting. Why would someone put one of these in? What does it take 9? 17 of 1024. Huh. I thought it was 1 byte per thing. So what about these guys? 9 bytes. Ah, interesting. I always thought it was 1 byte per one item, but obviously not. Wait, hang on. 45 baguettes is only 14 bytes. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't know how this works, but we can chuck stuff in here now, and yeah, these are now usable, so we can start to bring our storage over. I'm not going to bring everything over just yet. We've also got these other 2 terminals, the pattern terminal and the interface terminal. Now, these are essential to what we're going to be doing, because I need auto-crafting. Now, keeping in mind we can only have 8 channels on this thing, we're now using half of them. One for this and one for each of these. So we can only fit 4 more things on this line as long as we're using this thin cable. We want to upgrade eventually to this DENZ smart cable, which I can't remember what I was waiting on. Wool, I think. I think we were waiting on wool. Time for a quick power nap. Alright, so we can begin to finally set up our auto crafting. Now we're going to need a couple of things. Going to need a molecular assembler. You can kind of think of this as a crafting table that the system can use. You can only craft 1 thing at a time in these, so the more of these you have on each of these interfaces, the more things you can craft. Now, it's probably going to be easier to explain it if I just start making them. So let's see what we're missing for an interface. We got some stuff. Yeah, we're out of those things. That's cool. So we've got an interface. Can we make a molecular assembler? No, because we're out of these things. Which I should have enough resources to make at least a couple. Hopefully. So molecular assembler. Awesome. Now the other piece to the puzzle, before we can craft anything, is some crafting storage. So we need a crafting unit, and then I might even have all this stuff. Hey, I made a bunch of them. We've got our crafting unit. We get a 1k crafting storage. It'd be better to make a bigger one if we could. Essentially, like, the more nested crafting you're doing, the bigger crafting storage you'll need. Like, the more steps involved in a craft, you need bigger and bigger storage. You can stack them together, I believe. You may need these co-processing units. I'm not a huge expert on it, but I can get it to work, kind of. So, start with, how many of these can we make? I can only 1 more. We would need some more gold. Let's just make 4 for now, over in our handy dandy advanced inscriber. Let's make some logic presses. Why am I holding so much redstone? Faster. So we get a couple of these, and let's make some of them. Right, and then it'll get us 3 of them, and then we can use that to make a 4K. Nice, so we still got 7 of them left. That's cool. And then we can use this with our crafting unit to make a 4K crafting storage. Now the other thing I think the last thing we're going to need is some crafting pens, which more quartz glass. Luckily that's pretty simple to make. Need some more crushed quartz, but that's cool. Pattern. Crafting pattern, let's just add this to our list of things. 2. Okay, we'll have 2 for now, that's fine. Alright, I think we're getting there. And for an example, I'll just take some planks and we'll show you how to craft a crafting table with auto crafting. Now this is honestly the best thing, you should definitely make it. Now how do we want to set this up? We probably want to run a new line because we're going to want a bunch of these things. Now, I think the crafting CPU, the crafting storage, I think it can be here. I think that's fine. 5, so that's 5 things. And then we'll connect these other bits to a different line. So we'll start our next line coming off this dude. Just bring him out a little bit. And we'll start with a interface. Nice. Now, I believe these guys use channels. I don't think these guys do. I could be wrong. And you can surround this interface with multiple of these, and you can also share one of these between 2 of these interfaces. But, right, that's cool. So what? How do you use this? So in here, you put patterns. And then, if you've got the pattern for the thing. So let's start with the pattern terminal. Check out blank patterns. Now the first pattern we want. We're not going to be able to make this just yet. And we don't want to use Certus Quartz for that because we can use... Actually, I suppose pure Certus Quartz is cheaper technically. So blank pattern, yeah, but we, for an example, we want to make usage. We make a crafting table. Okay, I think we'll just make the recipe by hand. It's pretty easy. So we grab these planks. We'll tell it 4 planks. We'll put on allow substitutions. This should allow us to use different planks. Like you could have a mixture of birch and junglewood and it should still work. If you don't have this on, it specifically will only work with oak wood planks. Sometimes this is a bit funny. So we're telling it 4 oak planks, make 1 crafting table. Click this button. Now have an encoded pattern for a crafting table. We check this over in this guy, and I also made this interface terminal so we can access him in here. So you can put it in either way. Probably this is the handier way to make it. And then we can come in here and you can see this little craft. Now you can toggle this between I only want to see my stored items or I only want to see what I'm crafting. Once you get a bunch of different crafting stuff, you might want to come in here, or you're just going to search. But yeah, I'm going to make a crafting table. I'll request 1. If I try and request 2, it should tell me that I am missing 4 planks. We have 4 planks available, but we're missing 4 if we wanted to craft this. So, let's say we want 1, start, and we're probably too slow, and stored and craftable. We have a crafting table. We didn't have to make it ourselves. Awesome, our first autocraft. Now, the actual first thing I recommend setting up for your auto crafting is the components for auto crafting, because these are a little bit of a pain to make. Like these interfaces take these formation cores. I mean, this stuff's fine. You can automate smelting, and yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But like this is a pretty easy recipe. You can automate these logic processes. I might do a bit of that. Normally I would do it by setting up a bunch of these guys. They were a pain to make, so I didn't bother, but now I can set up the recipe for this. So, I'm torn. There's going to be a bunch of time spent setting up the patterns for all the different auto crafting. And I could record that. That would fill in a lot of time because there's going to be a bit of time involved. But I don't know how interesting that really is. Yeah, I've shown you the basic example of how to set up autocrafting. That's probably what you need to see. And I mean, now I'm just going to be setting up the autocrafting for these components. Also, we've got infranium. I don't think I've shown that yet. And I may have left the server trunk loaded overnight, and I got some infranium. Yeah, you got some infranium. And some infranium seeds. So, yeah, probably process that. Probably, actually, yeah, watch this. This is a trick, I'm pretty much going to AFK that farm, is that I'm not going to be actively working on it. We made the infusion crystal, and you can use that to turn this into the next tier, so we're going to do that. That should give me a bunch of this. Cool. And then we can use this to turn a tier 1 seed, which gives you 1 infranium each time you harvest it, to a tier 2 seed, which gives you 2 infranium each time you harvest it. And if we can, I wouldn't mind upgrading him again. Yes, we can do that. We can't go to the next one, but we can upgrade our tier 2 to a tier 3. Now what I'm gonna do is chuck this guy. Well, actually, I want to harvest all of these ones first. These guys can go, because occasionally you get another seed when you harvest one. So we put our single tier 3, and over time, over a lot of time, like leaving the server running overnight, all of these seeds will become tier 3 infranium seeds, which is going to be awesome, because then we're getting triple the amount from the same size farm. And I think that goes up to like tier 5, so you're getting 5 infranium per seed, and we want to do that because we need a bunch of infranium for some of the stuff we're going to want to automate once we're in space. Probably before we're in space. Right, so I'm going to set up the basic auto-crafting for all these components, and then we can find out just what is going to be involved in making these components. Making all these components. Actually, I thought you guys might find this interesting. Now, this rock cutter that we got back in episode 1 with Silk Touch is going to be very handy because I need gold. And if you've ever mined nether gold ore with a pickaxe, you'll know that very disappointingly, it gives you nuggets. Oh hey look, you get regular gold ore from it. Okay, well that still works. That still works. Okay, it doesn't work exactly how I thought it was going to work, but it still works. Now what do these give you? They give you nuggets as well. I don't want them. But what does this give you? You can smelt this into nuggets, so that's dumb. Oh, okay, so I don't want that. Those ones are dumb. I want these ones. Nice. And yeah, that's how I'm going to get a bunch of gold, because we need it for crafting logic processes. Alright, we're back. We've got a few more interfaces. Been auto-crafting these, and we can now begin. Nice. To start auto-crafting those interfaces. Not the interfaces, the advanced inscribers. Cool. Nice, and I want to automate these because I don't want to have to make these things by hand. So the reason I've got 4 is because I want 5 of them, so 1 for each type of these thingies. So look at these, so we got 1, 2, and 3, plus we want to make these as 4, plus assembling these circuits, because each of these needs a specific press. I'll probably do that now. Now that can't be opened. Yeah, so if we set that up here, we want, like, this is just for doing logic presses. This one's just for doing engineering processors. This one's just for doing calculation. This one's just for doing logic, and this is just for assembling the final products. And we'll set up the automation for that. But oh, look, we're getting more seeds. It's working. We're running into a problem. Oh, we were before. Maybe it was because it was nighttime. Power was getting low. Yeah, you can see he's going down. We're only just keeping up. Because this uses a bit of power too. I think there's a way to figure out how much, but yeah, that's gonna be an issue. So maybe we'll just bulk craft these before. But let's start looking. Let's start looking at all these things we need to automate. So we want a rocket assembly machine. We definitely want this. Potentially we can fuel the rocket with a bucket of, I think you can use starlight as rocket fuel as well. But we want one of these dudes. So potentially the easiest way to figure out what we need. Certus Quartz crystals, yeah, I want to automate that. Maybe any Certus? We got some charged, so that's not what we want. So grinding up some. Oh, we're out of Certus Quartz crystals. We got this Certus Quartz. This might not be enough. Certus Quartz seeds, tier 3. Alright. We're gonna want to make them. I hate having to go mine them all the time. So much ore. Alright, so we got these seeds. Let's get some. Got some sand. We just want some sand. So we'll get a 6 pure Certus Quartz. That should enable me to get 10 patterns. 10 patterns. Nice. And we're just going to start figuring out what we need to make the rocket assembly machine. So I really like this feature because I can grab this, chuck the pattern somewhere, and then be like, hey, craft me one of them. And hey, now we know that we need titanium gears, so that's cool. I think we've actually got the stuff for making that. I think I've got enough titanium. But force field emitters and computer chips, those are going to be the real painful ones. I feel like these weren't, actually I think we've already got these. We do, we got the nether cutter. Cool. Nether cutter, right, so we ask for. Now we'll just look through here. We need this guy, this guy, this guy. Cool, alright. So make me one of them. We're gonna need a soul binder. Cool. And you can see where this is gonna go. Solarium. We need to know how to make that. Zombie heads and that. I think we might have enough heads. I feel like they can be any head. Need a soul machine chassis. Okay. What do you need to make that? Solitude die blend and a simple machine chassis. Simple machine chassis we can make. Solitude die blend. Organic brown dye comes from. That's not bad. That's not bad. I feel like we can make that. That's not too bad. I feel like that won't be too much of a problem. So yeah, let's not worry about that. I feel like I don't really need the crafting setup for that. This guy. We want a force field emitter. Cool. Well, immediately, radium plates we can make by hand. We want these 3 guys. So now we chuck these many things in here. Cool. So now if I request. Oh hey, now I've got a bunch of different stuff that we need to make. So we need energy flow circuits. I feel like that comes from this dude maybe? We don't know how to make that. We don't know how to make that. This guy, we don't know how to make that. We don't know how to make that. Rubber we can buy or make. Need more patterns. Need more crushed quartz and Certus Quartz. Yeah. Alright. We still need a bit of stuff. We still need a bit of stuff. How close are we to getting tier 3 seeds? Is this going to make tier 3? It is. Okay. Okay, hang on a moment. Right, so we need a tier 3 crafting seed, which needs a tier 2, which needs a tier 1, which needs base essence. Oh, we haven't got any seeds, alright. It's base crafting seed. We need tier 1, we need friendly essence, which we've got some over here. Ooh, 61 already. That's pretty fast. Tier 1 crafting seed. Tier 2 crafting seed. Tier 3 crafting seed, and then we need some more. This. And then we need 4 Certus Quartz crystals. Do you reckon we'll get enough from this? Oh, 3. Only got charged. Can we use charged? No, it's got to be regular. Alright, alright. I think my scanner's still set up to find Certus Quartz. It's semi-close. Cool. Hey, Certus Quartz seeds. Now this is where these farmers are a little bit annoying. We really don't want a farmer for this. So we'll end up with like a mixture of... I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But instead, I think I'll make a plant interactor. Is it the plant interactor? I believe this is the thing we want. And this guy. Yeah, plant interactor. And then we're going to need a range add-on. And if I make it too big, it's probably going to harvest that stuff, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but not what I'm after. Now, if I put you there, face the wrong way, cool, good to know. So you do a tiny space, which I mean is actually fine for what we're doing now, but hey, perfect. And we want to extend out a little bit more, but that's cool. Well, let's try and make this dude. Cool, so you just need some of these. We've even got enough. Cool, one of them. Chuck you underneath this guy. And you should go faster. Any moment now. Let's also extend this a little bit. Well, this does work for this guy, right? It doesn't appear to be. I wonder. Does this work? I mean, maybe. Cool, so leave that guy going. Try and get some worms as well. And he'll just help it grow that a little bit faster. And yeah, at some point in the future, we're not going to have to worry about Certus Quartz anymore. Now this guy needs power. For the meantime, how are we doing on power? No, we're still full. Let's make another one of these dudes. And you just power him. Does he use power all the time? That's pause. Oh, we kind of want him to go there. I feel like that's going to be starting to drain our power pretty quick. Yeah, speaking of power, oh no, flux capacitor's good. Yeah, that's an issue that he just constantly runs. Because this thing constantly uses power all the time, and uses more when you're crafting. Could be an issue. Well, now, are there any other seeds that we might find useful? Probably. Probably. That's enough for now. Flux seeds? Do we have any flux crystals? I don't think we can use you to make the seeds. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so he'll grow. Actually, I want to speed that Certus Quartz one up because that's really what's holding us back right at the moment. So we got this. It needs us 4. I'm sure you can stack these. And we'll do this one so we kill the worm. Look, he's harvested once. Ah, that's way better. Like, it's slow, but, you know. And then this... Yeah, see, look, we can get 6 Certus Quartz crystals. We can make the presses. Alright, so we're probably going to want to upgrade our power a little bit. This guy's working, he's fine. I wouldn't mind just doing the next step. It's going to be the easiest way to do that. Here you go, you help this guy out. I want to get the fermenting barrel. Yeah. We got a couple of these, so I need some canola. I think 4 runs off one of these pretty good. We're going to want to move this guy. You want to go. I can put you underneath. Let's not do that. You're going to go here. This is going to get extremely messy. Just warning you in advance. And we want to blacklist canola seeds. We don't want them. We don't want them. Turn you on. Should get canola. Nice. Cool, canola. Now we mix some of these fermenting barrels, which we are short wood casings. Oh, we're short lots of stuff. Wood casings. And we need 4 iron. Let's just do half stack. Yeah, I'm kind of still splitting items up between this thing and the other thing because some of the stuff wants to go in like storage drawers. One, four of these dudes. Cool. Now you can just put them like directly around, like 1, 2, well we can't there because we've got a pipe. But I want to do fluid ducts. Because eventually we want this to go here, so let's instead tidy this up a bit. Just a bit, not too much. No, this is a real mess. We need a bunch of fluid ducts. And will you pipe automatically out of you? You do. Nice. Yeah, we kind of don't want that there. He's just doing his thing. I broke that, that's fine, I'll get replanted. Canola goes in. Eventually, oh, he needs power too. Ah, yeah, okay, hold on. No, I don't know if we're gonna have enough. No, we wouldn't. Okay, that's gonna go there. Cool, so you got power, you're making canola oil. That's coming into these guys. Oh, you're full. Why are you not actually coming out? Shouldn't you be going in? Oh, we got the wrong... They filled up with that stuff. That's a pain. How do we stop that? Right, so I think we should be able to blacklist certain types of oil, like canola oil. Like you put the wrong oil, that's a pain. So I'm going to make sure we don't end up with... this is going to be a real pain. Let's move you up one. That's going to be a pain no matter what way you do it. Let's hide this underground. We want to blacklist refined canola oil because we don't want it to come back and jam up the pipes. Now we can run out of fluid duct. It kind of wants to go, I guess. Sure. You shouldn't do that. Blacklist canola oil. And you need to come. Now we don't. We're gonna get too close to the water one. Cool. So now you'll be taking. Wait, can't you? Don't you just take that? Okay, so you can't have a servo. Yeah, you should make more power now out of this stuff. Alright, and this clears out these pipes. So they shouldn't take... They shouldn't extract canola, which I don't think they would have. But... we want you to blacklist refined canola. Oh, we still need to pump canola into the rest of these, yeah. Now, that guy could be an issue. That's a pain. That is a pain. Right, turn you off. Ah, you've got that canola oil in you. It's just the pipe's not updating. Alright, so that's that canola. Really? It's pain. But you're not actually going in. That is a real pain. Okay, we're not going to do it that way then. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Alright. Item ducts, so we may as well come in the top. That'll work. And you need to blacklist these dudes. You can turn on. And then you're supposed to send... Yes, okay, cool. And these guys, they can work just straight off the side of this dude. And that way we don't have to worry about regular canola ever ending up in these guys. Guys, we can just fluid duct. Because you need to come down. Go there. Power can go. Oh yeah, that's awful. But hey, that's working. That's working. Oh, and then we put some torches down here, or mobs will spawn. Wait, I vein mined some fluid ducts at some point. I vein mined fluid ducts. That should be enough to stop mob spawning. And then we cover this up. And we pretend like it's not happening. And no one will ever know. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. That looks terrible. That's right, temporary base, temporary base. We're gonna live in space. We've got a Certus Quartz seeds happening. Certus Quartz essence. You become. Look at that. So we ask for more patterns. It's missing pure Certus Quartz and crushed quartz. Yeah, yeah. Cool, so this dude's going. Our power is going to be a bit more efficient. Right, did I disconnect your water as well? Hang on. Oh, I did. I broke his water. Oh, his water's got to go somewhere. Okay. I'm going to do some actual tidying up because this is atrocious. Alright guys, Autocrafting started, Canola improved, Fredium going, Certus Quartz seeds are growing. Yeah, we're getting closer than we were last episode. That's right, I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up of the base because it seems like we're still going to be here for a while. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hey. Hey, sneak peek. Check it out. Semi-tidy. Obviously this is a mess, but yeah. Look at that. Way better. Way better. And look, you can't even tell that's there.